Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Guys, today I am making one of Barbados' favorite, and as the holidays are approaching, I know a lot of people are going to be making this. So guys, I want to teach you please how to make it yourself so that you don't have to go and purchase it or you don't have to order it from someone. You can make it yourself. You can practice now. Go ahead, get the stuff together, practice. If you like the way it come out, make it for Christmas, make it for all your friends and family, okay? Today we are making coconut sweet bread. If you've never had this before, it is delicious, and I'm gonna show you exactly, I always say exactly. If you follow my recipe, you'll be able to make it. It's a really simple. The hardest part about this recipe is grating this coconut. If you can buy your coconut already grated, wonderful. If you can't and you don't mind grating the coconut, you're gonna get one coconut, you're gonna grate it, and then you're gonna get started. So I'm gonna show you how to do it. So let me go ahead and break this, grate it, and then I'll be right back as soon as I'm done with that. Okay guys, so let's get started. I finished grating my coconut. I put all my ingredients here. I want to go over everything first and show you exactly everything that I have on the table. Once you get your ingredients together, it is easy to put everything, combine it all, okay? So let's get started. Over here, the first thing I have here is 2 cups of sugar. This is half a cup of milk and half a cup of water added together. Okay, so that's milk and water, mix 1 cup. Over here, I have half a cup of coconut oil. Now, normally back then, people use lard. I'm not using lard. I'm using coconut oil because it's a little bit healthier, and we're trying to stay healthy. So this is half a cup of coconut oil. Over here, I have 2 eggs. This is the coconut that I just grated. This is 2 cups of coconut, and I separated it and put 1 cup of coconut separate because we're gonna put that in the center of our bread, okay? I have here half a cup of raisins, and I have half a cup of mixed fruits. Now, this mixed fruits is, for me, where I live here in Florida, this is not easy to come by, so I was so happy for it. But this is optional. A lot of people don't like fruits and they don't like this mixed fruits. You don't have to put this in. This is just optional. I like it, so I'm going to put it in, but you don't have to. Over here, I have 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, half a teaspoon of salt. I have 1 teaspoon of allspice. I have over here 2 tablespoons of baking powder. I have here some vanilla essence that I'm going to be using. I have 1 cup of butter. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine, and I have, and I'll be using some almond essence, okay? So over here, we're going to start with our flour, okay? And I have 6 cups of flour in here. I'm going to move this closer to the camera so you can see. I've already sieved some of the flour in here. This is 3 cups of flour I sieved, and this is the other 3 cups here I'm sieving. So all together, guys, I have 6 cups of flour. That's all I have. Now, it is just a matter of combining everything together. That's it. Simple. Just combine. So I'm going to start with my baking powder, and I'm just going to put that's 2 tablespoons of baking powder. And, you can just mix it up together like that. Okay. Now, this is my butter, and I'm going to just leave your butter sitting on the counter and let it come to room temperature. You don't want to put frozen butter in here because it'll be very hard to mix up. So this is my 1 cup of butter. I'm just going to mix the butter up with the flour for a little bit. So this is going to give me 2 hefty breads, all right? So now I'm going to add my sugar, which is 2 cups of sugar, if 2 cups of sugar is too much for you, you could do 1 cup of sugar. It tastes very good. A little less sugar. You can do 1.5 cups of sugar. Okay, it's up to your preference and how much sugar you can tolerate. But this is 2 cups of sugar. Just mix, just keep mixing everything as you go along. And I'm doing this the old-fashioned way today, guys. Normally, I have a KitchenAid and I just put everything in the KitchenAid and it's done. But I want to do it the old-fashioned way. A lot of people don't have a KitchenAid, and I want to show you the way my grandmother made bread, the way it is made, the old-fashioned way. Very easy, very simple, all right? So I keep stirring that up. Now I'm going to take my 2 cups of coconut and put in here. And stir your coconut in. Just keep mixing it up. Then I have here, this is my nutmeg, and that's 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. Put that in there, mix it up well. Over here is 1 teaspoon of allspice, and I have half a teaspoon of salt. I want all of you to write me and tell me I made a sweet bread that came out really good. So try it. You gotta try it. See how easy it is. Okay, so you mix that up. Now I have here 1/2 cup of raisins. If you don't like raisins either, you don't have to put it in. You can do without it. All right. These are optional. The raisins and the mixed fruits are optional. The other stuff you need to add to your bread. Here is 1/2 cup of mixed fruits. This mixed fruits is like cherries and pineapple and stuff that is mixed up like that. And I'm gonna mix it up. Okay. Okay, that's good. So when you feel like you've been mixing this good, now what I'm gonna do, this is the dry ingredients right here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my 2 eggs. So I'm gonna take a fork and just beat it a little bit like this. Just beat it a little bit. And then just mix it in well. You can also mix it with the egg, or maybe with the milk and the water first if you want to do that. I have here vanilla essence. Where's my measuring cup? My spoons. Oh, here they are. I have some, this is some vanilla essence right here. This is ECAF, came all the way from Barbados. I'm going to actually I'm going to mix it here with the milk. So I have here, I'm going to put 2 teaspoons. Oops. Put 2 teaspoons there. And I have almond essence. And I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of the almond essence. Almond. Put that in there. Mix that up. Just like that. And I'm going to pour this in here. And mix it. Mix it up. I also have my 1/2 cup of coconut oil. And as I said, if you don't have coconut oil, you could use, you know, try not to use lard because I think it's not the healthiest thing for you. But I've also used olive oil in here and it works just as well. I don't even tell the difference. So if you want to use that as well, you can use that. And then all I'm going to do is mix this up. That's it, because I've added everything that needs to be in here has already been added. So I'm gonna mix this up and then I'm gonna knead it for a little bit, but I'm mix it up first, just like this. So guys, this is the bread right here. So now we have to knead this, okay? You have to knead it, and I'm gonna tell you to knead it for about 10 minutes because you can't continue to stir it like this. So I'm just gonna put just a tiny bit of flour right here on the counter. I'm gonna put sprinkle a little bit of flour on the counter. That's it. And I'm gonna roll this bread out. I should say this dough out because it's not a bread yet. Roll this dough out. So now we're gonna bring this together. And we're gonna do this for 10 minutes. We're gonna knead this for 10 minutes right here. So you're gonna just fold it in on itself for 10 minutes. Set your alarm for 10 minutes. I got my Alexa. Alexa, set timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
Okay, see, I just set my Alexa for 10 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to knead this for 10 minutes. Do not add any more flour to it, please. Just knead it. Just do what I'm doing. Fold it in on itself and do it for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. You shouldn't have to add anything else to it. Just fold it in on itself, just like this. Fold it in. And Alexa's going to tell me when my 10 minutes is up. You set your timer for 10 minutes and use those muscles that you have. Don't add anything else to it. It don't need anything else. Okay? And I'm going to do this. This is the old-fashioned way. This is how my grandma back on the open. I don't know how those people did it because a lot of people they sell bread. So they had, especially on Friday night, she would see. Remember, there was this woman in South Street near Dessa that used to sell the coconut bread. I don't know how she did it because this kneading, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of time. But guys, you can do this. Do it just exactly the way I showed you. And you have your bread. And you can make this and take it to your family members and let them know, guess what? I made this myself. Now, if you were doing this in the KitchenAid, like what I have there, you wouldn't do it for 10 minutes. You would do it for maybe 5 or 6 minutes, because if you did it too long in there, what's going to happen is you over process it, you overbeat it up, and then it becomes like a little bit hard. Okay, so be careful if you're going to do it in your food processor. You wouldn't do it for 10 minutes. So the Alexa just went off telling me that I have been kneading this bread for 10 minutes. So over here, remember I saved that 1 cup of coconut. So I have this 1 cup of coconut here, and I'm going to add some stuff to that coconut. I have 3 tablespoons of sugar I put in there. I have in here 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/2 teaspoon of allspice, and just like a pinch of salt. I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to add I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And maybe about 1/2 teaspoon of almond. I'm just going to measure 1/2 teaspoon in here. 1/2 teaspoon. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix all that together. And that is going to go to the center of the bread. So here, I'm going to mix it up well. Just combine it all so the sugar and everything will be melted in there. And a lot of people may not like the coconut in the center. Optional again. You don't have to put the coconut in the center. Some people like it, some people don't. Okay, and that's it. Just mix it up like this. Now I have my bread here. Okay, I'm gonna divide my bread in 2. I'm gonna divide my bread in 2. You might want to divide your bread in 3, okay? Because some people like to make a smaller bread. If you want to make a smaller bread, you can make a smaller bread. And I'm gonna do 2 breads. So my bread is gonna be, that's about half there, right? My bread is gonna be kind of hefty. So set that aside for a minute. So here's my pans, guys. I just got my 2 pans over here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray, there's some butter spray right here. I'm gonna spray the pans well. You're gonna take some flour, and we're just gonna put in the pans. Sorry, my sink has all that stuff that I was just using. I have to wash it up. And we're gonna flour our pans before we do anything. Okay, guys, so I have my 2 pans here that is buttered. Now, as I said, you can use smaller pans instead of get maybe 3 breads out of this, okay? I'm using these 2 pans because I'm making my bread a little bit hefty. So let's put those over there for a bit. So this is one of the breads right here. Here. Flatten it out a little bit. And then I'm going to take some of the coconut and I'm going to put it in the center. You don't want to put too much in here, just enough to everybody, because you don't want to bite like a whole glob of coconut. You just want a little piece of it, okay? So we put that in there. And then I'm going to roll it. So I'm going to roll it like this. Make sure that your edges is tucked in properly. And that's one bread right there. And the next thing I'm going to do, once you've done that, you're going to take a knife and you can just go ahead just to score it like this, just making a little design like that. And then you can leave it like that, or you can do it like this. And this is one bread right here. Make sure your stove is set at 350. That by the time you put your bread in there, the oven will be nice and hot. Okay? So now let me put this in the pan right here. You're gonna pick this up as best you can. Oops. And we're gonna stick it in here. As I say, this is pretty big. So if you want to make your bread smaller, you can make it smaller. And that's one right there. Now we're gonna work on our second bread right here. I'm just gonna, or another way to do it too, guys, if you don't want to do all of that, another way to do, let me show you another way. Another way, you can go ahead and do your bread like this, and then you can just kind of cut it down the center. That's another way to do it. And then just put some coconut in the center. So I wouldn't be using all of that coconut I just did, because that's a lot. And once you do that, then you're gonna fold it back together and kind of bring it over. It's just another way to do it. And just kind of pinch it down to make sure that your coconut stays inside. See? You can also just kind of even it out like that. You can also go ahead, pick it up, put it in your pan. Put it in your pan like that. And once you got it in your pan, you can just go ahead and you can also do this. And then turn it around and do the same thing again. And this is your bread, guys. And this is your coconut sweet bread. I'm gonna put this in the oven. It's going to, I set my oven at 350. This is gonna be in the oven for about 45 minutes. Check your oven. Everybody ovens varies. But in my oven, it's gonna stay in there for 45 minutes. At 45 minutes, I'm gonna take it out and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna take some sugar water and just put at the top of it to give it that nice brown golden color. Okay, so I'll be back in 45 minutes to show you the final results. So guys, I took 1 tablespoon of sugar and I added to a little bit of water. The bread I just took out of the oven, they were in for 45 minutes. I tested them and as you can see, it came out clean, so they're cooked. So what I'm gonna do is I have here a little brush. I take this brush and just go over the bread a little bit. I lowered my stove to 200 and I'm gonna put this back in for about 5 minutes, no more than about 5 minutes, just to continue to brown a little bit and take it out. And that's it. I'm gonna put this back in the oven. In 5 minutes they should be done. I'll take them out the oven, let them cool for a little bit, then we're gonna cut them and we're gonna taste our bread. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, breads are all done. They're nice and cool. It's a little warm, but it's good. See, that's coconut sweet bread. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut one for you so that you can see what it looks like. So I have a little platter thing here. So let me take it out of the pan and put it right here. And there we go. Okay, so now let's slice the bread. So I'm gonna make a nice little slice. Some people like the end of the bread, which happens to be my Charlie. It's still nice and warm, so you see it's crumbly, and people like to break off the top and eat the top because it's nice and crumbly at the top and crunchy, I should say, not crumbly, crunchy at the top. Guys, this is your Bajan bread, and as you can see right there, a little bit of the coconut right there. So as you eat it, you just get to bite a little piece of coconut. And this is our sweet bread. This is our sweet bread. So I just want to cut a few pieces for you. See? So I'm gonna go ahead and taste it. Okay guys, so now let me taste it. Now this, I'm gonna break a piece. Now when you're eating sweet bread like this, people like to have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. That's what it goes well with. It's great in the morning for breakfast. If I eat this for breakfast, it keeps me full until afternoon. So this is good. You can have this in the morning with a cup of coffee, a cup of tea after work, good. In the afternoon, if you want a snack, you can have a piece of sweet bread, but you need a cup of tea or a cup of coffee to go with this, okay? So let me go ahead and try it for you. I've done it again. I probably shouldn't do that. But guys, I've done it again. Sweetbread is delicious. Guys, go ahead, give it a try. See if you like it. If you've never had it before, give it a try. If you're a Bajan and you're used to eating sweetbread and you love sweetbread, but you've never made it, put the video on, watch the video while you're making it, okay? It's very simple and very easy to make. Guys, I had fun, and I hope you guys had fun as well. Don't forget to share the video. This is for the holidays. Other people want to make a sweetbread, so please share the video. Like the video, subscribe to the video, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Until next time, bye-bye.